What's going on, everyone? Back at it again. Today I'm on my home lake, Lake Oroville. I'm gonna be targeting some spots. They don't get too big in this lake, but hopefully I can catch. Usually I'll catch like one or two over two. So yeah, hopefully I can hammer them, put some on camera for you guys. I don't really have a game plan today other than just trying to catch them on a flutter spoon. I might pick up the jig, and then if it really gets tough, I did bring a drop shot setup, so hopefully I can get them on camera for you guys today. Stay tuned. I'm fishing this long extended shallow point. I saw a few blowing up and chasing bait this morning. It's like super calm, so definitely any activity on the water you'll notice. This is like a 2.8 Kitech, perfect for these micro spots. I really wish we had trophy fish in this lake. Probably do, but super rare to catch. Yeah, I would definitely consider Lake Oroville a numbers lake. You don't really get great size here. From time to time you do get decent ones though. Today is supposed to be 106. That's crazy, man. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. See? Well, there goes my swim bait. There's micro fish here. I've always been really into flutter spooning. I've always been interested in it, but I never really tried it till this year. Like, really forced myself to try it. They're not too popular on our lake. The tackle store in our city, oh, I hooked that. Oh no, it came off, dude. Oh my goodness. Anyways, the tackle store in my city, the owner, I was asking him if he carries any flutter spoons, but he told me that he doesn't do too well selling them. Not too many people throw them, so he doesn't stock up on them, which sucks because I think using a flutter spoon is super good for this lake, because these spots love schooling. It's so satisfying catching fish on a larger profile bait, like a rig, bigger swim baits, 5+ inches or longer. There's just something about it, for me at least. I really believe that if you're throwing a larger profile bait, it's more worth it for that fish to come up and hit it, rather than, because it just has to use energy for just that one meal, right? That bigger, larger meal, rather than chasing down a bait ball that you know, they're only getting what, 3-4 minnows out of, and they have to just continuously chase it. Because let me just land this fish before I finish. Right at the roof of the mouth. Micro. Nice little pounder, maybe almost a pound. To the release. Beautiful little spot. Goodbye. Yeah, like if you can imagine, like if there's a school of bait fish this big, and then a bass sees like something 3 times as big, it's more worth it for the bass to get that larger bait, just because it's more fulfilling, right? That's how I see it. It's all perception. That's how I see it. So like I think of it like me, like, right, if I'm gonna eat something, I prefer to eat one meal rather than like you know, bags of chips or something like that. Like just something really small to fill me up when I could just eat one meal that will fill me up. Pretty dope though. The beginning of this year, I caught 2 fish on an A-rig, which was a goal of mine for some time now, ever since I started using an A-rig or started throwing A-rigs. Pretty cool. And then probably I'd say 3 weeks ago, literally the same spot right here. You see how I rigged my flutter spoon? There's a trail hook at the top, and then there's obviously the stock hook at the bottom. I had one on the bottom and one on the trailer. Pretty dope. The one on the trailer hook, unfortunately, she shook off, but I saw it come to the boat, so that's good enough for me. I'm gonna head over there. Those are small fish. Yeah, I can feel them like pecking at it. Oh no. He bit it. This is... The flutter spoon is just as big as him. The flutter spoon is as big as him. Jeez. Got it. Some of his gill. Sorry. This is what's blowing up right here. Right here. This is what gets you hooked right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Goodbye. Alright. Switching up. Gonna nose hook a fluke. Hopefully I catch one. I'm just gonna fun fish now. Alright. It definitely has been difficult nonetheless. And you can tell how it's going by what I'm choosing now. Oh, there we go, finally. This is a good one. Oh my gosh. Look at all that bait he's throwing up. Yep, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Come on. I need a net. Let's go. Right at the roof of the mouth. She was not coming off. Look at that. Gents. Ladies and gents. Well, I just have to admire this fish. Really admire it because I haven't been catching much fish. Alright. Let's get the release on her. Nice. Alright, I'm using my jig now and I just got a nick. Could have been a small fish, but let's go. Oh, it's a better fish. Let's go. Let's go. That took forever. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's a sign. I don't know, but man, that took forever. And that wind caught that spoon. Cool. Oh, he is pooping. There's the pliers. Damn, he got doo-doo all over my yak. Alright. Nice little look at him. Get him back in the water. Shark Week. So I got a bite, missed the fish, cast it back in there. Got a bite. Was that the same fish? I don't know. I don't think it was the same fish. A flutter spoon bite. Like, you can't really compare it to anything else. The only thing I could think of is maybe a lipless crankbait bite, but let's go. Let's go. First pump. This is a smaller fish. Yep, definitely a little school in here. Definitely a little school in here. Let's go. All right. We found them, boys. Let's go. I don't really want to waste time, because if they are fired up, I want to just keep firing my spoon back in there. If I get backlash, my real backlashes, it'll stop the spoon from flying and it could potentially snap off. I mean, that's why occasionally I'm checking my line. Let's go. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is a better one. Just a little bit. Dude, he's so chunky. Got those little, yeah, nice. Finally, the bite is picking up after 4 hours. I went through 2 batteries. I was scared that I was gonna go through my batteries and not be able to catch any fish for you guys, or for myself as well, but sweet. Get back into that. This nick in the line is really bugging me. I'm gonna retie. My leader is about, I'd say 3 feet, 4 feet. I do a little bit of a longer leader, just so I have room to work with. If I have to retie or whatever, I still have enough line out there, as opposed to just being it enough for my lure. How I have it set up is 65-pound braid, Power Pro braid, I don't know what it's called, moss green, to a Sunline Invisex 25-pound fluorocarbon leader. Got a bobber stop on there, and then I got a Spro power swivel to a owner split ring, and then I got that treble hook right here. I put that bobber stopper probably an inch above the actual knot, just so my treble hook has room to swing. And then yeah, the flutter spoon, Lake Fork Nichols flutter spoon. This is the 1.5 ounce or 1.75 ounces. I forgot which one, but it's about 5 inches long. I don't know what the actual color for this one is, but yep. Oh no, I missed one. Oh, there it is. He's on it. Let's go, boys. Feels like a better one. I'm telling you, you get better bites. Yep, definitely a better fish. Unless I got it foul hooked. I got two. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. That's how you do it. Sorry, buddy. Oh, y'all saw that though. Let's go. Yo, I was literally talking about it this morning too. Woo! And that's why you do that treble. Low key, the treble hook does kind of make the bait or the lure not fall as flush. I'd rather put on a trailer hook. I mean, to either double or just to improve up my hookup, just because yeah, it is an unusual bait. Sometimes they hit it and you don't get them. So that was dope though. I thought it felt kind of funny because he was fighting. Oh, let's go. That fish was fighting, but like he just felt so heavy. So I just thought I probably had a big giant fish on. This guy's probably foul hooked. Unless I got a double again. Nope, I don't. Oh yeah, he is foul hooked. Sorry, buddy. Yep, this guy would not count in a tournament. All right, I'm not even gonna try. Small boy, small little male. Looks like he's been hooked before right here. Has like a little scar or something. This guy didn't. Oh yeah, he has been hooked before. He does not learn his lesson. Nice little dinker. This would honestly be easier if I had electronics. Then I can just waypoint. Right now I'm just blind casting to where I'm assuming where they're staging and ambushing these bait balls on this point. But like, dude, if you think about just having live scope or any sort of down imaging and waypointing, you can really just hammer them, pinpoint exactly where these fish are staging on. Yeah, I mean, but I guess I'm not doing too bad. Oh. Missed it. Oh, got him. Let's go. This is so fun. Little dink. I'm sure if I... Oh. Nice. Check the line. Perfect. I can fire it back in there. I'm sure if I throw my drop shot, I'd hammer them too, but I'd probably not even miss any fish with that drop shot. But this is way more fun. Sometimes we throw too many baits at fish that they just get too used to seeing it come through the school, or I don't know. It's just like you just get tired of seeing stuff sometimes, you know. So then oftentimes once I'll go through the school with my whatever that I was first throwing, I'll usually switch up. So in this case, a drop shot, and then I'll pick up the non-active fish, or you know, the fish that won't hit the reaction lures. And that's how I and a lot of other anglers tackle a school. I'll just kind of let it dangle there, let the current work my worm. Occasionally, yeah, there's a fish in there. Occasionally I'll jerk it, or not jerk it, but you know, actually move it. But yep, just like that. You see that? I literally just fished this whole area over and over again. This is probably a smaller fish. This is a decent fish. I don't know if the camera can see that though. Oh yeah, see, so this guy didn't want the flutter. You guys see me casting over and over again this whole area. Casted with the drop shot, and sure enough, there's a fish. So he probably wasn't as active as the others, or maybe just didn't want something moving as much as I was working that flutter spoon. So that's just how it is sometimes. That sounds so quirky, but yeah. Cast over here. I haven't been casting over here. That drag is screaming. I have it on pretty loose. Sorry guys, I just don't want to break off on any fish. Oh, this is actually a good one. Nice. He's throwing up all these little fish. Come on, brother. Nice. They're so chunky. Nice little chunker. Beautiful. Small mouth. Little rough patch in the tongue. That's how you know it's a spot. Also, these really dark lateral diamonds on their body right here. That's how you tell it's a spot. I inked on all of them already, or what? But definitely has slowed down until I caught this guy. This guy was just on it. He wasn't even moving. Flip this guy. This guy's small. Yeah, they're all fat. Every single one of them. I haven't caught a skinny one. Nice. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And that's why you that was dope. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I burned it up, and then I let it flutter back down. Uh-oh. Got him in a pretzel. Sometimes you just gotta change the retrieve. It gets a little no giant, but with an appetite like that, he will become one soon. Get a release on him. That was quick. Oh my gosh. ripped the rod out of my arm. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, nice. Ripped it right out of my hands, or just about. Probably gonna end on that fish. Yep, finally off the water now. Definitely got on that spoon bite that I really wanted to get on. Yeah, and then I just went to town on a few of them. After that bite, it kind of slowed down. It was probably for like an hour, and then it just slowed down. It got too hot, so I just decided, caught enough fish for you guys on camera, and figured it was time to go home. If you guys enjoyed, stay tuned. I'm probably gonna be throwing some frogs next trip out, but yeah, till then, peace.